Rustenburg, the predominantly platinum mining town in the Northwest Province, has been making headlines for the past 2 years since the Marikana shootings that took place nearby. Now, the town is being hit hard economically by the protracted strike in the platinum sector, led by trade union Mpho, that has entered its 12th week. Business owners and managers in the dusty mining town say they've seen a drop-off in trade since the strike for a 12,500 minimum monthly wage began on January 23rd. Workers from Anglo-American Platinum, Impala Platinum and Lonmin mines in the area down tools and are determined not to return to work until their demands have been met. Talks between the union and the mining companies have stalled repeatedly during the strike, and there's still no signs of either party shifting to break the impasse. 2/3 of Rustenburg's economy is derived directly from the mining sector, with about 20% of the 540,000 people in the town involved in the sector. Rustenburg Mayor Mpho Kunou said the strike should act as a dress rehearsal for what may happen once there are no longer any reserves left to mine in the area.
Whatever impact that we have experienced as a city, in terms of this, whatever impact we have experienced, it must serve as further motivation as our city. It's really a dress rehearsal of what could happen when there's no longer mining, or when there's a really drastic reduction in mining activity.
The wave of strikes, which in some instances have been accompanied by violence, has meant that the 3 major mines in the area have lost a total of almost 900,000 ounces of platinum that could otherwise have been mined between 2013 and 2012. The Anglo-American Platinum Board is talking about shutting down mine shafts, and Impala Platinum will shut none of its old mines within the next 5 years. Mr. Kunou says it is time for the town to diversify its economy.
One of the things that we want to do in terms of mining is reposition Rustenburg as a center of mining innovation. In that regard, one of the proposals that were considered in the past is some institute of technology, very similar to what you have, what is called this MIT in America. Okay, so there's been some discussion with all sorts of players with the Royal Bafokeng in development of this institute.
Mr. Kunou says there's still some investment coming into Rustenburg, which, in spite of the strife in the mining community, is still an attractive destination for investors.
One particular businessman that I want to single out is a guy called Mpho. There's a center there called Rustenburg Square. It's quite a busy center. Just about a block away, on the right, Mpho is building a 100 million shopping center.
To date, the 3 mining companies with operations in the area have reported an 11 billion rand in lost revenues, which, in turn, will likely knock off 0.42% of South Africa's GDP. Mpho President Joseph Mathunjwa urged the mining companies to reach an agreement before the Easter holidays. Otherwise, buses would be chartered to take miners home, where they will remain until recalled by the trade union. Meanwhile, the town of Rustenburg staggers on, its future quite uncertain. I'm Zukisa Zamela reporting for Business Day and Financial Mail.